So a human being can become a vegetable if he really tries hard. He can become an animal rather easily. What the Torah says is, you're not content being human because you're supposed to be godly, a partner with God in creation. So when a human being is unhappy or not content, this is not a sign of illness, this is a sign of his humanity. A content human being is either a vegetable or an animal. The human being is never content being human. So when a person comes and says, what's the purpose of life? Say, oh my, are you depressed? No, I'm thinking. Yeah, well, that's dangerous. What is the purpose of life? Animals don't ask that. Vegetables don't ask that. Why can't you settle down and just be? Whatever you are, just be it. No, because then you're not a human being. So if a kid gets into a bad mood and you ask him to clean up his room or put away a toy, and he says, I didn't ask to be born. Prozac? Therapy for the rest of his life? Sounds depressed. Actually, it's just proving the point. If you really understand a human being, we don't ask to be born. Why? Because we don't need to be. There's absolutely no need for me to be born. My need. If I were never created, I would never complain. So it's not like I was sitting somewhere saying, why don't you create me already? No. In fact, when I was told I was going to be created, I kind of pleaded not to. I don't need this. So when a child says, I didn't ask to be born, that's true. You objected a long time ago. Before you were even conceived, you already objected. Some kids are so stubborn, they never get over it. I said no. Imagine God comes to the soul and says, I need you to go down into this world. And the soul says, no, I don't want to go. But he goes anyway, right? And now he's resentful. He said, I said no. I know you didn't really ask me, but I said no. And you created me anyway? Now I'm angry. They're born angry, resentful. So when a child says, I didn't ask to be born, you shouldn't panic. You should simply say, neither did I. Nobody asks to be born. There are some New Age philosophies that say you ask to be born, you pick your parents, you pick your circumstances. No. If we got to pick, things would be very different. But we don't ask because we don't need. Now you wake up, you're born, you didn't ask, and now you have to eat. You have to eat. You'll even wake your mother up in the middle of the night and demand food. And you don't care that she hasn't slept because you have to eat. Now, technically, if I don't need to be born, why would I need to eat? If I didn't ask to be born, why do I need to drink? The answer is, I don't. I don't. And that's why often the need to eat that I have, I resent. I don't want this. I want a diet, and I can't. Who did this to me? So if we're precise with our words, A human being needs to eat. Not true. Human beings need to stop eating. But we don't have that option. We didn't ask to be born, and we were born anyway. We didn't ask to eat, and we have to eat anyway. So two things. First of all, it's not my need. I need this like a hole in the head. Secondly, it's not a need, it's a handicap. There's an important distinction here. A guy breaks his leg and he's walking on a cane, on a crutch. So he needs a crutch. He doesn't need a crutch. Nobody needs a crutch. He needs his leg to heal. Until then, he has to use a crutch. But he doesn't need a crutch. It's a handicap. Nobody needs a handicap. So when we think about ourselves from a healthy perspective, we realize none of the needs that I have are mine, because I didn't ask for this. So I need to eat? Not really. God needs me to eat. Why? I don't know. But I can't claim it as mine. This gives us a fascinating insight into what it means to do everything for the sake of heaven. L'shem shamayim. How do you eat l'shem shamayim? Well, if you're eating with the intention of using the strength and the energy you get from the food in order to do a mitzvah after you finish eating, good luck. According to what we're saying now, the only way to eat is l'shem shamayim. Because every time you sit down to eat, ask yourself, you need this? No. So why do you have to eat? Because he wants.
Partner with Rabbi Friedman. Visit itsgoodtoknow.org/support.